Okay. Okay, the live stream started. Hello. Hello, everyone. So, today we're going to be working on... Let me change the camera color. Let's do it right. Hello, everyone. In this live stream, we're going to be working on the sewer level, as you can see here, of Bumbleline. And I will also be working on this ecosystem simulator. Been working on it for a bit. It's pretty cool. Since the ecosystem simulator won in the poll, although one person voted, so it's not that accurate, but one person voted. So ecosystem simulator, so we'll be working on that first. So firstly, here's how the ecosystem simulator works so far. Let me take the carnivores out because carnivores are still experimental. Then I want to show you the base game. Anyways, here. So those are the herbivores. Okay, I need to make them have babies less often. Yeah, I'm gonna make them have less babies. Okay, all I have to do is change this to... Okay, then I'm gonna make less herbivores. Just remove this, move this. I will add them back. The reason why I made them have so much babies is because I'm adding carnivores, and they're going to drastically hinder the population of the herbivores. So there has to be a lot of herbivores start. So you can see they eat the flowers, which are the pink things. If the purple ones are female and the blue ones are male, and if a purple one touches a blue one, then they will have kids. They will clone. Wait, Ecosystem Simulator is a herbivore and carnivore game? Yes. Yes, indeed. And I added carnivores, which eat the herbivores. So you can see here. Watch them go. And now there are no more herbivores to eat, and they will all starve to death. And that's exactly what I'm trying to stop. So I'm going to make the carnivores... I'm going to try to make the carnivores stop eating everyone so fast to the point of extinction. So my first idea is make them really slow, right? if they're slow, then they'll get to the herbivores in less time. I mean, they'll get to the herbivores slower, which will, so they won't get herbivores more often, which will, oops. Got to change the prefab. So yeah, as you can see, they're really slow now. So, but they are still mighty, and if herbivores just run into them, they will die. But as you can see, the carnivores did not do their jobs good, because every single flower is eaten now, and now all of the herbivores will die, and now they will all die from starvation. Watch. Kind of looks like single-celled organisms. Like how single-celled organisms clump together. They're still having babies since their hunger isn't fully depleted yet. But once their hunger goes to 0, they will die. And all of them eventually will die. I'm going to stop the simulation now though, because I don't want to wait that long. So yeah. How do I stop that? Okay, second idea. Make the carnivores have less babies. So right now they have 4 babies every time they mate, and they should have just 2. So each organism has like a behavior script that shows what they do, right? So there's a herbivore behavior script, a carnivore behavior script, a flower behavior script. So I'll show you the herbivore behavior script and the flower behavior script, not the carnivore behavior script, because it's almost the same. So let me show you guys. So these are the movement stats, and like health stats, speed, hunger, health. This is sex, not sex is in gender. So like every time a clone is born, they have a random gender, and if 2 herbivores with opposite genders touch, they will clone. And then is male is their gender. So if they're male, it will be true. If they're female, it will be false. Then cloning, clone cooldown, and can clone. So this is to stop them from having a bunch of clones all at once. Like they clone, and then the clones clone with each other, and then those clones clone, and then there's just a giant square, a giant cesspool of clones immediately cloning with themselves as soon as they go into the world, which start more clones and more clones and more clones. The game crashed multiple times because of that. Like this has been an issue since herbivores were added to the game. This is verbose debug. Basically, if this is on, then it'll give more like debug thing. So it'll say herbivore has eaten blah blah blah, hunger now, blah blah blah, if it's true. And then target flower and target mate. So basically they go to target flower. These are like the game objects in the code. So like in the code they go towards flowers, and the variable of the nearest flower to them is called target flower. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's the best way I can explain it. And then the same thing with target mate. It's just with the same species with opposite gender. So like they'll go, after they eat, they go to find a mate to clone. And then when the game starts, or actually before the game, like a frame before the game starts, so is male goes to a random value of point. So what this line of code does is basically a 50-50 chance of them becoming male or female. And then can clone equals true when it starts. So make sure that clones don't enable to have children for some bug. So make sure they start out with clones that to be able to clone. And herbivore, this is debug stuff, not important. Then on enable, so every time a clone is born, the clones will do this, or every time every time a clone is born. So hunger will be 100, health will be 100, start quarantine, breathe, and it's basically a timer of every second they lose 0.1 hunger. So it starts that, and it just loops for their entire lifetime. So they're losing hunger every second. Then find nearest flower, and then move towards flower. Find nearest flower is a function that finds the nearest flower, obviously. So you can pause the live stream and read this if you want. I'm not gonna go over it. And then move towards flower, moves towards the flower. Again, you can pause and read this if you want. And then, and then sprite. So this changes their color if they're male or female. So if they're a male, then they are blue. If they're not, they're purple. And then update, this happens every frame. So if their hunger is 0, or their health is 0, they'll die. And they go through this loop of finding the flower, moving towards the flower, finding a mate, moving towards the mate, and then finding a flower, moving towards the flower again. And then, yeah. And then just went over these. This is eat flower, so every time they touch a flower, this happens. They gain 50 hunger. The flower disappears. It's deleted. Well, technically not deleted, but I don't want to get into the technical coding not terms, but like technically. And then the debug. And this happens every time they touch another herbivore, so they check if they're the opposite gender. If yes, then they won't clone, but if not, then it'll debug, they'll clone, and they'll start clone cooldown, and clone cooldown basically just starts a timer for the variable clone cooldown, which is 2, so it waits 2 seconds. It sets can clone to false, waits 2 seconds, and then sets can clone to true. How long is this live stream going to be? Maybe like 2 hours. 2 hours, an hour and a half. So if they touch a flower, we'll eat it. If they touch a herbivore, it'll run the herbivore. It will try to clone with the other herbivore. Then same thing here. Find nearest mate, move towards mate, and clone cooldown. So that's the whole herbivore behavior. Then flower behavior is really simple. So whenever the flower is born, energy is 100. Then start courting grow. So what this does is it waits for grow speed, the variable, which is 13 seconds. But I can also change it in editor. So like here, grow speed. Hello. I'm working on the ecosystem simulator. An ecosystem simulator. So let me play it. The hexagons are the carnivores, and the triangles are the herbivores. I'm trying to stop the carnivores from eating all the herbivores right now. I just went over the herbivore behavior script. So anyway, flower behavior. So wait for a set amount of seconds, then it spawns a new flower at a random position, and then it takes away some energy. If their energy is below 0, or basically below 0. If their energy is below 0, then they will die. And if they touch a herbivore, they will die. And if they touch an omnivore, I'm gonna add omnivores later, I think. If they touch it, then they die. The carnivore behavior script is the same as the herbivore behavior script, just they eat herbivores, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was going to do, which was make them have less babies. So, 1. Boom. Now they only have 2 babies. What? What? Why did Unity crash? Bro. I'll just... Yes. Bro. Unity crashed. It crashed. All I changed was one number. Why did it crash? Now I'm going to make them a little faster. Because... they can't get anything done if they're slow as a snail. They're not going to be able to catch any herbivores, and and the herbivores will eat all the flowers. And then the herbivores will have nothing to do, so they will die to all the carnivores, and then the carnivores will all die starvation. Yeah, I'm using a MacBook. It's the Apple logo right there. I have a PC, but I don't use it for making games. Okay, for some reason now, half the herbivore population is gone. Okay, both populations are very stable. The flower population is stable, the carnivore population is stable, and I might have jinxed it. But yeah, it was very stable this time. It was just lagging a lot. Okay, I'm going to add a new thing where if they're close to a carnivore, they will go the opposite direction. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna add that because all the herbivores keep dying because they're mindlessly going into flowers and dying to a swarm of carnivores. So, how am I going to do this? So maybe I'll add like a box, and if the carnivores are in the box, it's like an invisible box. And if the carnivores are in the box, then it turns on a variable, and if the variable is on, they will go backwards. I think that's what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to kill all of the herbivores real quick. And then I am going to carnivore for I box. Carnivore I surveillance system. And move this. Move this. Make this. And make it smaller. And I'm going to remove the sprite. So now I'm going to make a new script called Herbivore Fight or Flight System. A mouthful, I know. Ha ha ha. What a mouthful. What a mouthful. Anyway. I'm gonna open it. Then I am going to make a variable. So public float. Or actually a public bool. Bool is short for Boolean, and it's basically like a true or false checkbox. So like Ismail, that's a Boolean. It's typed it like that. Carnivore near. And I'll serialize the field so it shows up in editor. Subject 0, you better not spam the chat with pear emoji, crown emoji. Again! You better not. No. No! No! Anyway. Trigger, enter 2D. Carnivore near equals true. And then, wait, no. Okay, if compare tag, other dot compare tag, carnivore near equals true. And then on exit 2D, so when it stops colliding with the carnivore near equals false. So boom. with that, going to remove this. This. Actually, I'm going to remove this again. And then add a copy. And then make this a prefab. Prefabs are like pre-built clones in Unity. So basically you can just reference them and it makes a perfect, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a preset for objects. And then boom, 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 boom. Oh, actually, I should move them around. Actually, thank you for doing this because you're commenting so much, you're boosting the engagement of the stream, which is going to make the stream more popular, and it's going to boost the algorithm. So more people will get recommended the stream. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's see this in action right now, just to make sure. Oh, man. I got an error. Oh, I was supposed to add a semicolon there. In Unity, whenever you're like, you have to use semicolon a lot for most things. So I'm going to play it, see if it works. My surveillance. Oh wait, I forgot to add it to. Man, I forgot to add the script. Hold on. Herbivore fight or flight system. What is going on in chat? Like, what actually is going on in chat? I want to know. What? Wow. Alright, duplicate it everywhere again. Boom, 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 boom. Bunch over here. Bunch over here. Bunch here. Bunch really near the carnivores. Bunch further away from the carnivores. Bunch over here. That should be enough. So now let's see. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Unity crashed again. Unity keeps crashing. Okay, clearly I need to not have that many herbivores on the screen at once. That was a bad idea. Bah. I'm a sheep. Bah. Bah, 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 bah. Bah. Bah, I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep. Sheep. I'm sheep. A sheep. 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 I'm a sheep. Sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. A sheep, sheep, sheep. Dude, use PC. I don't have all of my game files on I don't have any of my game files on my PC. I have all of my game files on my Mac. Do you think I can just switch all of my game files to my PC? Just right now? Like, yeah. Anyway. Not again. You know the one gif of the monkey spinning its head in anger? Like, spinning its head around? That's me right now. I feel like monkey. Oh! Oh, okay, I see what I did. Okay, I accidentally put two herbivores on top of each other. That's why. That's why the baby exploded. Oh no! How many times did I do that? Oh no. Oh no. You know the one, Knuckles? The Knuckles son? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh, oh no. Oh, 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 oh no. 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 Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Cinco. Okay, I think there's too many herbivores over there, specifically clumped together, maybe. Gotta spread them out more. Okay. Works now. And how many times am I going to do this? How many times will I have to do this? Okay. Is there something wrong with the script? What did I change? 4. Okay, maybe I'm gonna change it to 1 here, I guess. I don't... Why do baby explosions keep happening? Who keeps... Where are you getting nuclear babies? What baby explosion provider are you using? Where on the baby net are you downloading this from? Oh, also, everyone right now, can you like the video? It helps to boost the video, so more people find it, boost the live stream. So could everyone just like the video, the live stream real quick? Thank you. Okay. I do not understand why this keeps happening. What's going on? Whatever. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play it in slow motion. Like, I'm going to pause it, play it, so I can see exactly where this is coming from. Keeps happening in the same spot. So, no, it doesn't. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Normal so far. Still seems normal. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to look at the live stream in slow motion to find out what's happening. Okay. Fast forward, zoom, enhance. Okay, I'm watching at the playback. Still watching the playback. Okay. Okay, so I watched it in slow motion, and I have genuinely no idea why this is happening. They weren't even touching. The two herbivores weren't even touching. They just suddenly cloned out of nowhere. I don't know why this is happening. I genuinely do not know. Is it something in here? No. Why does this keep happening? Genuinely, I can't make sense of this. What does this mean? What does this mean? Wait, why does it say game 2 times? I swear, this keeps happening. It keeps happening. I have no idea why. It just keeps happening. Okay, so I watched it in... Okay, I'm going to play it again in scene to see exactly what's... It happened again. It happened again. Why does this keep happening? Layout 2 by 3. No. Layouts default. Tra la la. I am genuinely confuzzled. Oh, wait. What if the reason it keeps doing it is because this is acting like, even if this touches another herbivore, it still counts as a collision, and then everything explodes. So that's why it's happening. Okay, how possibly is a PC stronger? PCs are worse. Like, PCs are like, you don't... I think this is just because I use a MacBook, and not many people code with a MacBook. But, like, I've only seen people talking about their games crashing on a PC. Like, I've never seen, oh, my MacBook crashed because I tried to run DuckDuckGo, Taxi Go Run on my MacBook at 7 FPS. No one says that. I've never heard that. Oh, my game crashed on my MacBook. It's always PC. Anyway, I think we both know what must happen. Okay, PC is for hardcore gamers. Okay, I understand that point. Yes, PC is better for gaming because more games can run on PC than on Mac. But counterpoint, I'm not playing a game. I am coding. I am coding. I am not playing a game. When I play Pizza Tower, when I play Deltarune, when I play Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, playing it on my PC. When I play Piku Niku, playing it on my PC. Not my Mac. Macs aren't built for gaming. But coding isn't for coding. I mean, I guess coding is good on PC, but Mac isn't any worse. I'm running a game on MacBook though. Yeah, but I'm also coding a game on MacBook. Not just Also, why does it say that one person is watching the stream when 2 people are commenting? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, hopefully that helped it. I think that fixed it. Okay, time to repopulate the area again. Boop, do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, I actually agree with you. PC has more pros and cons. I agree. But, again, counter-argument. I only have Bumbleline on my computer. All the game files are on my MacBook, not my PC. And it would be very complicated and very annoying to try to move all the game files to my PC for little benefit. Yes, PC has more pros and cons, but it's not a big enough more pros than cons to. It's not a big enough. It's the difference between how many pros coding on MacBook has and coding on a PC has. It's not that drastic for me to have to think about moving to my PC. It's not that big of a deal because on a MacBook it still runs fine. It's literally the same. MacBooks and PCs are literally the same. They do the same things. It's only that PC is more standard for gaming and running games, and that's it. They're literally the same thing. They're literally they do the same thing. Sometimes I play two games at once. So can I on a MacBook. All of these things you're saying I can also do on a MacBook pretty easily. It's not impossible to run 2 games at the same time on a MacBook. That's not forbidden. Man, again. Wash my belly. Clean my belly. Clean, 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 clean. most likely the MacBook will crash if you run 2 games at once. No, it doesn't. Where are you getting this MacBook slander from? I have run 2 games on a MacBook completely fine before. Where are you getting these facts from? It won't crash a MacBook. MacBooks aren't that fragile. MacBooks don't like disintegrate to dust if they get a scratch. Most likely. No, because it's not most likely. That never happens. That almost never happens. 80% of the time, a MacBook will not crash if you run 2 games on it. You did not see Slender Man at the front of your apartment. Incorrect answer. What if I drop it off a 12-foot building? Okay. Counter argument. What if I drop your PC off a 12-foot building? It's gonna break too. I'm not saying MacBooks are Nokia phone, giant, indestructible, obsidian stone artifacts. I'm just saying they're not that fragile that they're gonna crash immediately if I run Deltarune and Piku Niku at the same time. Okay. The carnivores are not doing their jobs. I was singing Butcher Vanity. I was. You said. Wait, is it pronounced Yee-Z or Yee-Z? Is it like Yeezy? Yeezy? Yeeksy? Whatever her name is. But yeah, I was singing it. I was indeed singing it. Okay, so Yeegzy. Wait, is it Yeegzy or Yee-hee? How do I pronounce XI? How am I supposed to pronounce XI? Do I just say YIXI? What is XEE? XEE. What? How do I pronounce that? You know how many different sounds X can make? It can make Z. It can make X. It can make Z. It can make huh. You know how many? You are just saying XEE. I don't know what form of X you're talking about. Why are you? How am I supposed to know? You guys are just saying XI. Do I just say XI? Okay, guys, you know Google is a thing, right? I'm just gonna search how to pronounce Yeegzy name. How to pronounce XIYI. I'm just going to look up a tutorial. You know.
Of China, from China. Sing Yi. Sing Yi is how it's said in Mandarin of China. Confuse it. Chinese names as well. This is a female name of China, from China. Yi. Sing Yi is how it's said.
Okay, it's just Zin. Z. Okay, it's just Z. It's just Z. So Yeezy. So just Yeezy. Yeezy. Right? Right? Am I saying it right? Yeezy. Yeezy. Wow, Google exists. You can Google things. Wow. Wow. Wow, Google exists. That's so amazing. I never knew Google existed. Wow. Google, what is this piece of brand new technology? Wow! This is so novel! never stop being sarcastic. What? What is the rake? Dog, what is the rake? Like a garden rake? I can't keep up with all these new slang terms. Rake, Yeezy. I just can't keep up. Okay, I'm gonna search the rake. The rake. What is the rake? Oh. Oh, that's where that picture came from. I thought it was just a picture of someone, of a random homeless guy. Why am I watching Shapes Have Life? Ecosystem simulator. We're working on an ecosystem simulator. Okay. My mic is quiet. Oh, my mic is quiet? My mic is quiet, guys? You think my mic is quiet? Okay. My bad. Let me turn up my mic. My mic is quiet, guys? My mic is quiet? My mic quiet now? My mic quiet now? My mic is quiet? My mic is quiet? My mic is quiet, guys? My mic is quiet? Quiet? My mic is quiet? Anyway, I gotta debuff the carnivores again. The carnivores are too OP. I gotta nerf the carnivores, guys. I'm sorry. The carnivores must be nerfed. I'm gonna make them have like 50 hunger by default. But I'm going to make them lose less hunger. Well, actually, I'm just gonna make the herbivores lose more hunger. Boom. Should I just talk really close to my mic like this? The whole stream? I have my iPad next to me to see the stream footage. So sometimes I talk while looking at the iPad. And that's probably why it's quiet. I think the mic volume is... Okay, I'm gonna turn my... Is this better? Is this better? Talk louder? Okay! Okay! Should I talk like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? This. Should I talk like this? I'll stream. Oh my god, how did every carnivore become male? That's not normal. That's not oh no. Bro, every carnivore was just male. That's not, yeah. Okay, let's see how fast the average... Okay, I'm gonna make the herbivores faster, but the carnivores faster. 2.7. Okay, now every carnivore is a woman. Every single carnivore. I have to put something in the code to stop this from happening, because if every single member of the species... Okay, I'm just going to make this random carnivore always male, and this random carnivore always female. Just to stop that from happening. No, I'm not. I'm singing the Mike minigame song from chapter 4. I'm not singing Big Shot. It's not true. It's not true, buddy-o. I am not singing that. Okay, 1.7. Okay, boom. Okay. 1.7. Boom. Okay. Okay. Oh, the reason should probably change 80. Give them a slight disadvantage. Hunger 80. Start out at 80 just to give them a slight disadvantage. The carnivores. I'm making it so they start out at 80 hunger, just to give them a. Oh wait, that doesn't matter because of the code. And the code in on enable it's hunger, so in that sets their hunger to 100, regardless of the editor, the actual set level. It just auto does it, so I have to change that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I think I'm going to stop working on the ecosystem simulator for now. Now I'm going to start working on the sewer level. I'm going to start working on the sewer level. Okay, firstly, the water should kill you, so let's do that. Ground. This. Tag. Oh, thought there was a water tag. Oh, okay. Oh well. Enemy attack, 3 damage. Now I'm going to make it so that if you die, the level will just completely reset. So, yeah. Health, player. I'm going to make it so that if you die in this level, the level just completely resets. So, health. Entered. Okay, so this is die. Permanent death. Equals false. Okay, and then if you die, if permanent death scenes manager instance. Wah, 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 wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. City 4. Okay. Scene. Oh, it doesn't? Oh. So in scene manager, which is basically how it goes from level to level, it's like a script that handles going to the next level. There's like a list of all the levels. So like in other scripts, you can do scene manager dot instant c dot the level, and then it goes to the level, but I forgot to add the sewer level name in the build settings. So this is like the list of all the scenes. That scenes is what it's called in Unity, the different levels, and forgot to add City 4. Okay, it should work now. What? Yes, it does. I just added it. Buddy, what do you mean? Buddy, I just added City 4. What do you want from me? Bro! Oh, okay. I have to put it in quotes. Oh, okay. It's load scene. This is the script for the, like, typing things. You know, where you can type. Remember the stream where you could, like, type the passwords in the plane level? Of, like, enter password. And then you type something, and then it went to the next level. That's the script for it. It should work now. What? Aww. Oh, it's seen. It should be seen. Wait. What? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now when I die, it should restart the level. Okay. Watch this. What? Why did that happen? Oh, okay. Wait, my bad. Need to do this. And then enemy. The level should have restarted. What? What? No. 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 Oh, it's because I didn't turn on permanent death. That's why. So, health. Permanent death. Boop. Boop. See? Yeah. It works. What? It works. It works. Do 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 do. What? No. What? What? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Oliver shot one. What you're building there? This is a level in my game. It's the sewer level. I'm trying to make it so that when you die in this level, it restarts the level, but it's not working. Why doesn't this work? Been working on it for about 2 years, year and a half. Yeah, I think it like a year. I could show you like one of the earlier levels, one of the finished levels. This is the first level in the game. Keep up the good work, man. I've been working on games for over 20 years. It's a good skill to keep. It's a good skill to keep. Thank you. You're 26. So you started working on games when you were 6? if you've been working on games for 20 years and you're 26, that means you started working on games when you were 6 years old. What? Anyway. Oops. Load scene. That... I want... No! Okay, that worked. That fixed it. Well, it's not... Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm... That's what I... Well, it's City 4, so... Should reload from the same level. That's what I did, so... In player movement. Okay, so in health... So, yeah, so if dead... If permanent death... Scene manager, load scene, City 4. And this is what happens when you die. Usually you don't... Usually you just respawn back from the last checkpoint when you die. But just for, like... This specific instance. After the live stream, Oliver Shot 1, you should watch my YouTube videos. I've uploaded a lot of Bumbleline. Bumbleline is what the game is called. So yeah, I've uploaded a lot of content from the game, so you should, like, watch what I've made after this. For some reason now, it's not. Player movement dot enabled equals false. Okay, it's good that it's working the first time, but for some reason the second time isn't working. Is it because it still thinks the player is dead? That's very strange. That's extremely strange. Let's see. I have no idea why this is happening. The first time I die, the level reloads properly, but for the second time, the player just falls down. Strange, strange, strange. Maybe I should move this up even more. Still doesn't work. Strange. How could this be happening? Maybe I should make it load twice. Back to back. That doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? Okay. Handle player death. Maybe that will give the answer? Spawn. My dad subs to you. Not nice. Good thing I have good thing I have a book conveniently next to my computer, which I can bang my head against. Don't bang your head against a book. Bang my head against a book? That sounds like a great idea! 10, I guess. Make it do 10 damage, even though... You know what? I'm going to take a break from this. No, I need to figure this out. How do I... Oh, I have a perfect idea. Make 2. So when the first one fails, there's another. Aha. The perfect solution. If this doesn't work, it means that it's not a problem with the water itself, but with the player. Perfect experiment. And it didn't work, which means it is definitely a problem with the player. What is that problem? I have no idea. Maybe private void on enable current health equals starting health. Why? I don't... Okay. Maybe it's a problem with... does this not work? Uh. Okay, private void on enable. Starting health. Maybe I should get it to do it again. Maybe. Boom. So now it's loading it twice. Let's see you die. So whatever right now is, I think someone on YouTube has stated this problem before, because there's a bug of that. There's a bug in the alpha where if you play the game and then pause and then go to main menu and then go back to the level, you will become invincible for some reason. Someone has reported that in the past. I think someone in my Discord server. But I have no idea how to fix that. But I think it's the same problem, which at least that narrows it down a little bit more. Maybe I'll just make 2 identical cities. Just solve the problem. Da da da! What a genius idea. 2 identical city levels. And I will just switch between them whenever I want to restart the level. What a genius idea. How come anyone has not thought of this before? Oh my god. Mama Mia. Oh. Oh. 34 and 10. And then when you're dead, it goes to city 5. And then at city 5, it'll go to city 4. Yes! If this doesn't work, I'm gonna work on the ecosystem simulator again. It didn't even do anything this time. What? Oh, okay, it's because it's not in the build settings. City 5, build settings, add open scenes, City 5. Okay, let me test now. Actually, this is a bad solution to doing things. I'm gonna change this back. Maybe the health script is becoming disabled for some reason. Disabled. That's it. I figured it out. I figured it out. Yes. Yes. The health script is getting disabled somehow. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Is transform. Wait. How do destroy. Scripts or explode. Okay, explode is send active. Okay. So in player movement, awake, set game object dot health dot set active equals true. Current health equals 3. Yes. 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 Oh. How game object dot health dot enabled. No. Player health equals get component health. Player heal Player health. Boom. But yes, it does. I just defined it. Yes, it does. I just defined it. Does not exist. Okay. Player health equals get component health. And then player health dot set active is true. It doesn't. How to play? Oh. Technicalities. Private health. Player health. Private script. Private health. Player health. Health dot enabled. Enabled. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT, how do I reference a other script in Unity C#? Alright, what I'm going to do is private serialized field private health player. Okay. Okay, it's just dot enabled. Equals true. Yeah. Yay. Yay. What? Why can't I move? I can't move. Okay. enabled equals true. Probably going to stop in 20 minutes. Why? Why are both disabled? Why are both disabled? I turn permanent deaf off. It's disabled for no reason. Why is that happening? What? Oh my. Why is this happening? I don't know, lol. Gamedev! Okay, finally it works. That works. When I do that. Look at that. Health is disabled for no reason. Wow. Why is that happening? Oh. Okay, but if I do that, then player movements is going to be disabled for no reason. Oh, why is that? Why does this keep happening? Oh no. See? Now I can't move. Oh no. Just like I predicted. Oh. Oh, now both player movement and health are disabled. Why is this happening? Oh no. Okay. For some reason, the line of code in player movement saying player health dot enabled equals true. Okay, so there's something in health that's making player movement not enabled. I'm not dead. Is dead being turned off? Okay. Dead equals false by default. Is dead being turned into true by default, and that's why it's happening? happening? I don't. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Wait. Line 67? 67! I'm sorry, I had to say it. I think I'm done working on the sewer level. Maybe do like a movement reset. What do you mean a movement reset? Anyway, I guess I'll show you guys the new features I added to Banana Pike. So here, now, so Banana Pike is a, for those of you who don't know, which I think there's, if Oliver Shot 1 is still watching, I don't think he knows, but I think everyone else in the stream knows. Banana Pike is like a YouTube clone I made, and I added some new features to it. So I guess I'll show you guys it, since I'm probably going to end the live stream now. So yeah, I'll use this video. So this is too short. I'll use the devlog. I uploaded devlog, Bumbleline devlog 4 to it. Guess I'll use that. So number 1, preview video.
Hey everyone! In this
Preview video
we'll
basically.
be adding a tape section to my 2D platform.
So every 10 seconds it skips 2 minutes until it gets to the end of the video. So watch.
The bombs.
It skipped.
Right. We're on the same
And then
page.
5, 4,
Or do
3, 2,
you want the train
1,
to explode?
go.
This is the
It
naked
skipped
mole
again.
rat. It's a cold-blooded rat without fur that lives in colonies
And then it's gonna
underground.
skip again.
This is what happens when my game allows you to attack bosses.
And then
different
when you're done
object
watching the
hurts
preview, you can
each
stop
boss.
preview. And stops it. You can bookmark time, so let's say I want to bookmark here.
Right
Gives
now.
you a pop-up, bookmark time at blah blah blah
Right now.
seconds.
First of all, this
And then later or earlier in the video, you can do
would temporarily
Go to
increase
bookmark.
your speed.
it goes to
Right
bookmark,
now.
or like over here. Go to bookmark,
Right
and it
now.
goes to bookmark. So yeah. And finally, well, actually not finally. I added a megaphone feature that makes everything louder. So like
Player speed.
louder
It
than
starts
full.
a timer that counts for 4 seconds. When the timer stops, the speed is reset, the algorithm ends. I can add this flower to the
I'm probably going to make it more loud, because right now the difference is kind of hard to tell.
too, because the applications for it are. For the second level, I came up with the concept.
And then
that
I
you're
added
on a
filters,
runaway
so
train,
normal,
and it's loaded
black
with
and white,
bombs. And
sepia,
you know,
sepia,
you have to
invert,
disable
bright,
the bombs,
dark,
right?
high contrast,
Are we on the same
saturated,
page?
blur,
Or do you want
and
the
comic.
train to explode? You sick freak. Two.
and back to normal. So yeah, I also changed the color of the buttons. I did thumbnails. You can follow profiles now, so if I went to this video, you can follow, unfollow. Yeah. That's all the new features. Yeah. If you want to go on it, it's bananapike.com. I'll put it in chat. If you want to go to it. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna end the live stream. See ya. First we bumb, then we line. Let's Bumbleline. First we bumble, then we line. Let's Bumbleline.